Okay, here's a 92 Honda Civic after media blasting. Prior to the media blasting, all this underneath here was all filled with that urethane sound deadener undercoating stuff, which was just absolutely brutal to get off. But the owner wants it off because, and I wanted to take it off too because that's what I do. The owner's making a race car, Leadfoot Warriors for wounded soldiers coming back from overseas wars. You can see it's all nice and clean. As I said, I've blasted it, doing a flip here. And you're looking at white epoxy primer on top of self-etch primer, and a little bit of gray in some areas because I ran out of white. It's not happened before. Usually I get enough, but this car just took a lot of paint. All up in these shock towers, the owner had me reinforce the welds. I guess they're gonna really race the hell out of this car. It ought to be a cool little car when they get done with it. And as you can see, I'm underneath the car. And that rear shock tower also had to reinforce welds. Things like in here, these mounts where the suspension mounts, control arms, sway bars, all that kind of stuff. Apparently it rips out if you're not careful with it. Welded this shock trailing arm suspension piece here, all that got welded up. It's kind of cool walking underneath it like that. And let me go over and show you the pieces for the car. Here's the hood. Had some Bondo on it, some dents, some more parts to the vehicle. Tailgate. And over here is a bunch of other stuff for the same car. A bunch of battery tray brackets and various other stuff. One of the doors, as I just said, I ran out of the white, so I had to, a couple areas I put the gray on it, down in here. But all in all, I'm really very pleased with the results of TranStar epoxy primer, and of course TranStar self-etch. And there's my rotisserie, one of them, and then there's the dolly I built for this car. The owner also wanted me to build him a dolly after I suggested that to him, because what's he going to do? Put the car in jack stands and crawl underneath it? It's not going to work. I wouldn't want to do that. And the inside has more of the gray. The gray epoxy. Because when I welded up all this underneath, it really fused in there good. That's because I'm, know what I'm doing when I'm welding. So, yeah. So, all right. Well, that's it. Any questions? Shoot me an email. www.drblast.com. All right. Tschüss.